All right, we are back at Hoagie's Garage doing an early show tonight, kind of on a Tuesday, yet at 4:30 Central Time. Run through our sponsors real fast before we bring our guest on. We got Fulkins Brothers Trucking. Got to thank them guys. Been talking to Steve about our summer plans already. Houston Speedway, which we call our home track right up the road here. Turn 2 Lodge down at Knoxville, Iowa. Mount Tabor Cabinetry out in central Pennsylvania. We've got Chris Fissel if you want to get your cabinets fixed up, get some new ones, whatever. Morning Sun Marketplace, also out in central Pennsylvania with Rick and Sue Fritz. My Race Pass, if you don't have that, you need to get it. If you like racing, it'll keep you up to date. I don't know how many tracks, but it's damn near to all of them in the nation.
Yep.
And Australia now.
Yep.
S2F, start to finish, another streaming service that we got that we follow. They do Power Eye, Port City, and several other racetracks. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Be Wiser by Kaiser. Heartland Hardware and Appliance in Brandon, South Dakota. Hayward in Iowa and George, Iowa. And I do believe they even sell bedding or mattresses
Even
in Brandon.
Appliances, TVs even.
Yep. Rapid Graphics over here in Rock Rapids where I live. Get your cards lettered, get signs made, whatever you need. Hawk Wings up in Jackson, Minnesota. They'll build you a wing for anything you want to put a wing on, I think.
They have a big clinic coming up
Yep.
with a bunch of big
chassis clinic.
Yep. So
got 4 guys coming. Be well worth your time to go check it out. Also, we just like to thank Hero Haven for all that they do for the vets and the first responders. And then we also want to always mention Lumber Lounge and Garage with bench racing with Shane and Snow. Snow was on last night, I believe. I watched part of it today. I didn't get through it all. But give them a listen. They're a lot like us. They kind of go off tangent. They ain't always all about racing.
he's just on a lot longer.
Yep. So,
All right, here we go. Hey, we're back at Hoagie's Garage, and we're very fortunate tonight to have Emmett Hahn on. How you doing, Emmett?
I'm great, just living the dream.
That's awesome.
Perfect. We've been enjoying it too. It's like 48 degrees up here, and we don't get that very often around Christmas.
It was 75 here at noon today, gonna set a record.
Ooh,
Jeez, I'll take that too.
Yeah.
I was joking that it was Easter time. I was gonna go out and plant my potatoes.
Yeah.
It'll all
If I
change.
wasn't so busy, this would have been a great golf day for me.
Oh, I did hear from Snow that you like to golf.
I do, but I want to tell you something. I was a lot better racer and promoter than I am a golfer.
Hey,
Which one do you have more fun at, though?
I'll tell you what, racing was an awful lot of fun. But then when I got into promoting, it was, I looked at it as more of a challenge.
okay.
And so I've enjoyed promoting.
You bet.
Have you ever gotten a hole in one?
I've got 4 of them.
Oh, 4?
That's 4 more than me. How about you, bud?
4 more than me.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't want to go golfing with Emmett if we ever get down there. He's going to kick our butt.
Unless there's a chance to win, like, you know, those $10,000 things for a hole in one, I'll take Emmett with me.
There we go.
I'll tell you what, I haven't got one of them, but I'll tell you what, I did get a double eagle, and that was in Knoxville, Iowa.
No way.
Yep.
Is that called like an albatross? I think that's called an albatross, a
I don't
double
know.
eagle.
It's something we don't have to worry about, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's not very, a lot of people get them.
No, that's pretty awesome.
Mine was a stroke of luck.
Yeah.
Mine, I'd have to have a damn bird pick it up and take it to the green and drop it for me.
Yeah.
One of the movie scenes that you see or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we're calling you because right around the corner, I mean, we're talking right around the corner. You know, the dirt's in there. I've watched the videos, but you got the Tulsa Shootout and the Chili Bowl. How long have you been a part of that? Are you the original guy?
I'm the original. Yes, I am. I built my racetrack out there at Creek County in '85 and opened it up a little old 5th mile. And when our season was over, I had a bunch of flat track motorcycles with running quads and everything in the world, go-kart. And my racers is the one that talked me into doing an indoor. And I said, everything's on such a positive. I said, I don't want to do an indoor, get people, with fumes and get anything on the negative. Then the more I thought about it, I thought, well, let's just try it. So that was the first shootout is what got us to do the first Chili Bowl the next year.
Really?
So, yeah.
And how long ago was that?
Pardon me?
How long ago was that?
That was, we had our shootout in 80, it was been in the first of 86.
Okay.
And the first Chili Bowl was in 87. What a lot of them don't know is that first year we ran the shootout, we ran it up against that wall down at the west end, down on the lower level.
Yep.
And ran the racetrack north and south.
Oh.
The very first shootout, yeah.
Okay.
So, a lot of things have changed.
I'm assuming it's gotten considerably bigger.
Yeah, what did it start with? Like, how many cars and how many divisions, like, the first year?
That first year, let me tell you, we ran Odysseys, go-karts, I don't know how many classes of them, and flat track motorcycles. And then we had like 80cc motorcycles, 125s, and we done them in motorcycles and quads and three-wheelers.
Oh, damn.
And then they would sign in as a 80 amateur, just an 80 amateur.
Yep.
Our people didn't put down motorcycle, four-wheeler, three-wheeler. And I remember my wife, she said, I will never do this again.
Oh.
We got to have something better figured out.
And I don't know how many vehicles we had. Probably 250 or 300 in all them classes. But go-karts, you have 5 or 6, 7 classes then.
Yep.
I remember when I gave up go-karts, we had almost 19 classes.
Really?
And, yeah, and we ran them in the quad for quite a while. And finally, I said, I can't make a racetrack for micros and make a racetrack for go-karts. I thought I could tear it up and get the racetrack back after the carts run on, but you just can't do it.
Yeah.
So, boy, I remember the first year I gave them up, I thought, oh God, I told my wife, I said, we're going to have to take a hit here for a couple of years until we get this going. But when I ran my micros in with the carts, I was on a rubber down racetrack, and my micro people was just burning up tires left and right. And so when we just went to micros only, then we never hurt any tires. And the very first year that we had micros only, the bottom line was as good as it was the year before. So from there, it's just took off.
Yeah. Because you're like over 1,900 entries for the Tulsa Shootout this year, aren't you?
We got 1,937.
Wow.
Last year we had 1,855, and out of them 1,855, there's only 1,150 cars in there.
My!
We got to run 2 classes, 3 classes, 4 classes. So I think we'll be over 1,200 vehicles in the building this year.
And
I laugh and I tell people, like in A class, I said, how would you like to come from California and go up there and sign in and draw, and you draw 489? Just stop and think about that. That just makes you want to throw up.
you got that right. And it is a lot of luck of the draw.
We got 458 in A class and non-wing in each class.
Jeez.
Trying to get in a 20-car feature. Now that's tough to do.
Yeah. It just goes to show you that it's a good show and people want to come. They want to race.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, in all of my years out there, and I've been to all of them, last year in the outlaw feature at the shootout, Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell put on the best race that I have ever seen in that building.
That was a fun one.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was unbelievable.
they both wanted it so bad it wasn't even funny.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can you see them running that hard for $2,000?
Yeah, it ain't about the money, it's about the driller. Everybody wants the driller. Well, neither one of them need the money.
This year for our 40th annual, they have made us a nice golden driller for the owner and driver. They'll like it. It's going to be very, very nice.
Cool. Looking forward to watching it, I know that.
Absolutely.
And then the shootout got a guy here that's going to give each one of our feature winners in our shootout helmets that he paints. You know. So
Oh, okay.
that'll be another added deal for him.
So after they win, he'll.
One helmet out there to show them what it's going to be, and I guess they can help design their own helmet. So
Wow.
it'll be pretty neat.
Absolutely.
Some of them guys, I've seen some of them guys that paint them helmets. That's amazing what they can do too.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even read my own handwriting, let alone paint something that looks cool.
I couldn't draw a circle in my life.
I'd have to put a quarter on the paper and put my finger in it and trace the circle.
Yeah.
So, how big of a family deal is this, Emmett? Is there a bunch of? Is your wife still involved? Is there kids? How does this all work?
Well, my wife, she passed away a little over 4 years ago, and she was a big, big part of it. I didn't know how much work she done until she wasn't there, and but it is a family thing. It was me and my wife. All three of our kids were involved. We got grandkids involved. And then you got the Edwards family, my partner at the Chili Bowl. Their kids are involved, and they got grandkids involved. So it is a big family event for the Chili Bowl.
Well, when you got 1,900 entries, you're going to have a lot of people just to keep it all organized.
Well, how would you like to do the passing points on that?
No.
That's what my race pass is for.
We watch.
Hey, when you was talking about your sponsors, I said that Josh up there at my race pass. I remember when they come down here to trade show, I'd be out there early in the morning, and Josh would be the first guy there, and we always laughed for years. I said, well, the early bird gets the worm, but that Josh and my race pass is, if they don't have it, they need to get it. It's
Yep.
the best buy in town.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the information you can get on that, and then there's your phone app, and then you go to your laptop, and then the more information available on that, it's crazy. You can get like information overload.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was some other sponsors that you mentioned on there, and I thought about it, and you talk about the people in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Them are some of the best race fans in the whole United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, I mean, we have two guys that absolutely love racing in PA. They listen to our podcast, and lo and behold, they become sponsors for us, The only part of the country we don't have is the West Coast, so we just need somebody from the West Coast to help sponsor us a little bit. But
Yeah, leave them alone out there.
I kind of agree with you. I don't even need to go visit California, but that's just me. So
You guys won't remember it, but when I raced here in Tulsa back in the 70s,
Yep.
late 60s and the 70s, on our Saturday night show, just a weekly show, we had 10,000 spectators every Saturday.
Really?
no way.
Absolutely. When they built the new grandstand in 74, when they opened it, put 13,000 in there the first night.
Wow.
That's
But I'm
impressive.
telling you, and now I'm a promoter. I count heads, not legs.
Yep.
But I mean, it had a legitimate 10,000, and that happened for about 10 years in a row, 10 to 12 years.
Wow.
That is awesome. That is.
And back then we had real race fans. I mean, we'd go do NCRA. I'd have 15 or 20 people say, "Emmett, are you going to go to Amarillo? Or are you going to Wichita, Kansas, or Dallas?" And when I went to Pennsylvania for the first time, them people up there reminded me of the same fans we had here in the 70s.
Yep, they're diehards.
I mean, they are die-hard fans, and I love it.
You know, every once in a while, the World of Outlaws does their fan of the night or something, and they'll say how many races they've been to or something, or I'm like, I want to do what they do because they just travel and follow these guys race everywhere. It sounds like a dream.
They have to be on welfare. They don't have a job.
Yeah.
Well, I bought one lottery ticket today, bud. 1.7 billion. We can go to races if I win.
Yeah.
You know what? If I got that and won that, I'd pay it on my bill as far as it went.
I hope it would cover it.
If it doesn't cover it, I need to talk to your banker.
That's another deal. The guy said his goal is to owe the bank $2 million. He said you don't have to worry about nothing because he said that banker will worry enough for both of you.
There you go. Now, you brought up the Edwards family. I had heard that the agreement between you two was just a handshake.
It certainly was.
No contracts.
I remember a lady in New York called us wanting us to get involved in some sort of thing there, and she said, now you'll need to send us a contract on your partnership. I said, ma'am. I said, we made a deal and shook hands. She thought I was crazy. And I may have been. But Landy and I, that was probably one of the best partnerships that I've seen. I mean, we worked good together, had no issues. They was a part of it that he enjoyed doing it. I as a part of it I enjoyed, and our wife took care of the office, and it was just a great deal.
That's unheard of nowadays. I mean, that's so impressive that you guys, you know, the trust and everything else. It's, you know, some people just get money greedy, and the handshake all of a sudden becomes a really bad deal.
And the lawyers get involved, and
yeah, I've seen it happen more and more and more. Nowadays, a handshake, there's just no handshake deal.
Yeah.
Ray Alsep just commented on, said Dirt Up Close will have cameras in Blake's car during the shootout.
Oh,
so we get some in-car footage.
All right. Well, the good thing about him and that car at the shootout, that's not mine. If he tears it up, it don't cost me nothing.
Not that you're wanting him to crash, but if he does, it's no skin off your backside.
That's it. No, Blake, to be pretty aggressive, he's pretty easy about crashing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, now he's a racer, I was a racer, and you talk about 180. I was cocky, obnoxious, kicked their butt. If they didn't like it, they could tell somebody to give a flip. And Blake, he's well-mannered, polite. He's just the opposite of me.
Took after his mother more, you're saying?
I guess I'm just a different bird. I don't know.
Yeah.
It takes all kind to make the world go around, I guess, so.
Yeah.
Well, our deal back then was kind of like NASCAR was 25 years ago. You had characters.
Oh, yeah, yep.
If you just stop and think, what put NASCAR on the map was them two boys had a fight down there on inside of turn 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And
hey,
now then everybody's got to be politically correct when they get on the mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they can't say what they're thinking anymore.
If they would let them fight a little bit more, maybe more people would start watching NASCAR again. But that's another point.
Oh,
even these weekly races, the biggest mistake we make is we have security. When these guys get in a fight in a pit, they really don't want to fight. Just let them fight, and they'll just quit.
Hey, it's just one punch. The guy loses, and it's over.
Yeah, they're just wanting somebody to come in here and break that before they get hurt.
Oh, I've listened to I listen to Dale Jr.'s show once in a while too, and he gets them old boys on and gets DW on there and stuff. They talk about cheating back in the day and what they used to get away with, and that just intrigues me to listen to that. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. But that's back when they had some characters and
Yep.
had personalities down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The sponsors just sponsored. They weren't so care. They didn't. They almost enjoyed it if they were fighting and carrying on or cussing and swearing. And,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
things have
You
changed.
know, yeah, Bill France, he put a book out, and I read Bill France's book, and I read Walton's book. I just wanted to see what kind of thinking that them guys had, what kind of vision, how they handled all that. And I'm not one to read books, but that's them two books I read,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they're very interesting.
That's good. That's good. So bringing that up, what has made the turn with the Tulsa Shootout? And I shouldn't maybe say turn because it's always been popular, but like now, I mean, it is the Tulsa Shootout, the Chili Bowl. It is just insane how popular that is.
Well, I mean, it's just like Hal Larson. He's down there in Australia racing,
Yep.
and he's going to fly back up here where he can run the outlaw class at the shootout. His daughter's running, his son's running,
Yep.
and it's like Kyle Busch when him and Braxton come up here, and they'll be back up this year. It's just a fun deal, and you get to see how you size up with the rest of the guys across the country, and it's a laid back. No, just a minute. I can't say it's laid back. When you put on 440 races in 4 days, ain't nothing laid back.
No.
I mean, you just stop and think about this A class. There'll probably be 55 heat races in that one class.
Yeah. I
Think about that.
I honestly think of the announcers because their voices.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know what my voice has done with just 2 podcasts when you're talking quite a bit, and they do it for 5 days in a row, and I
Yeah.
mean it's a lot.
It's long days.
Yeah. Well, I remember way back when at the Chili Bowl, I was down in the infield all the time. I held a driver's meeting. I done it. And by the end of the Chili Bowl, I guess breathing them methanol fumes, I didn't have no voice.
Sure.
And that's one thing that the fairgrounds out there has done besides buying us new aluminum bleachers. They have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on our air quality. They got louvers up in the roof. They got 120 some of them down each side of the building. And the guy can operate from his phone. He can open the south side of louvers here and the north side over here. And then they got all them fans. I mean, they have done an excellent job on air quality in there.
Yeah, that's good.
So on a typical, we'll just start with the Tulsa Shootout. For you, Emmett, what time do you get there in the morning, and when do you typically go home? So it's got to be a long week.
Well, nowadays it's not near as long.
You might make somebody else be there long.
We'll have breakfast with my buddies and get there at 10:30 or so. But back in the day, I know what you're asking. Back in the day when I was doing it, I would be there at 6:30 in the morning. And by the time I got through with the racetrack, I bladed the racetrack. And a lot of times when I'd get through, it'd be 2 o'clock in the morning. And you just do that for 4 or 5 days. Then I remembered the Chili Bowl, same thing. I didn't have to be there that early. They did in the office, but I didn't have to. But I'd work on the racetrack sometimes till 2 o'clock in the morning. Then the TV station calls, say, hey, could you be out here at 5:15 for an interview the next morning? And you have to do it.
Yep.
But I mean, of course, I was younger then, but I'll tell you one thing. This old man got tired.
Oh yeah.
Them kids, Matt, I know he works 16, 18 hours a day. He's not the only one. Martin's right alongside of him. Them kids do a good job, but I tell them, I've paid my dues, boy.
Yep. Your turn now. Well, I wanted
My dues.
to bring that up because a lot of your common fans aren't thinking about the people that are running the show.
Yeah.
We tune in to watch the racing, and it goes on all day long, and it's great for us, but somebody's got to get crap ready at the end of the show and have it ready when the morning starts. And, there's people there, like you said, for 16, 18, 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, our infield workers, I mean, we had to let them take some breaks. I mean, we just kill our infield workers.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
running out there and lifting cars up, turning them around. And so this year we added a day just to where maybe our days won't be quite as long.
Oh, sure.
Cause them guys, they'll work and it's 10:30 or so before they get out of there. And they're back there at 7:30, 8 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
They gotta love it, or they
But-
wouldn't do it.
I will say they're almost to the cars before they're done rolling. They're
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
they are. I was watching a clip, I don't know, maybe it was probably a replay. This kid was running out there, and I mean, the tire hadn't even rolled to the infield. He jumped the tire while he was running out there.
Oh,
And then, here about 5 or 6 years ago, I was watching at the shootout. I seen one of our corner workers, he walked out there about the speed as I'd be. And I just had to go down there in the infield and talk to him. I said, son, if it's as fast as you can move, you need to go up there and get paid. I gotta put somebody in here.
yep.
Bottom line was, he was healthy enough to do it.
Yeah.
He got in gear, you know.
Yep.
Just need to be reminded. You bet. Is the Chili Bowl a little bit more relaxing for you, or not? Just because there's less cars.
It's a lot more relaxing. Our workers, they say the Chili Bowl is a reward for working at the shootout.
Yep.
And it's about that bad. But, no, the Chili Bowl, you know, you don't start hot lap until 4 o'clock or 4:30, and
Yep.
you just got 80 or 85 cars that night, and it is relaxing. And then you got names, you got some good racers out there now.
Oh yeah.
It's just a great show.
Yeah.
And saying that, we have picked up Chili's this year for a sponsor,
Okay.
and Chili's and Flo has went together, and they're going to do a 1-hour pre-race show every night before it starts, and it will be on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
Really? There you
Yeah.
go.
that'll get it out there a little more too again.
Yes, it will. We just got the news on that yesterday.
Yeah. That's Chili's is all in with Giovanni Selzy, and
Yep.
I heard you're not supposed to call him Gio.
Uh,
Did somebody tell us that?
Somebody did. You told me, I think.
And then, just to let you know that now then people are beginning to notice that the Chili Bowl is a Chili Bowl. Our governor will be there Saturday night during opening ceremonies when Tony's out there as our grand marshal.
Wow.
Jeez, you are.
This is getting big time.
Yeah, we're big dogging it, ain't we?
Oh. How did the Chili Bowl get its name?
I've heard the story before once, but it's a neat story.
Bob Berryhill is an old racer,
Yep.
and he owned the original Chili Bowl, which made chili for the Walmart and a lot of stores. He was the manufacturer of it. And then when he found out Lanny Knight's gonna put that on, he come out and he gave us $6,000 sponsorship. And
Oof.
so, we also ran it on the Sunday against the Super Bowl. I was hoping we wouldn't put him out of business.
Well, I wanted to watch the Super Bowl. I can tell you that.
The Chili Bowl.
And then because I'm assuming, does he still make chili, or is it just the name stuck and stayed there then?
It stayed. Bob, he passed away a couple years ago, but 3 or 4 years into it, he sold out to Keebler, and then Keebler sponsored it for a couple years, then they went on down the road. But
Okay.
Bob has been a fixture out there from day one.
Yeah,
Big supporter.
that's
You know what? He's got a son that raced too. Is it Aaron?
Yeah,
Barry?
he had Adrian still fields a car out there, and Aaron, he raced, run sprint cars with us, and broke his leg down there at Dallas, and he had some problems with that, and I don't think Aaron ever got to race again.
yeah.
But
too
both of his boys raced.
Yep.
So,
So we also had one story or mentioned to us something about you guys being stunt coordinators or something back in the day.
Oh, we're the greatest in the world.
okay, I need to hear some stories about this.
Well, I can tell you the year. It was 1992. And I just was starting ASCS. So I went to Reno to the Liars Convention. and when I came back for the Chili Bowl, Lanny had hired this stunt guy. And so Lanny told me, he said, well, this guy's going to step out in front of this car. It'll throw him up there, and he'll hit the windshield. The guy's going to hit the brakes. He's going to fall down on the ground and act like he's hurt. I said, Lanny, what this cost us? He said, I told him if he'd go do some radio spots for us, we'd give him $65. I'll never forget it. They had a little Maverick, and his driver of the Maverick, his partner, he was sitting there drinking them Bud Tall Boys all day long. I said, man, you gonna drive this car? And he said, oh yeah. I said, you need to ease up on that beer? He said, no. He said, we're professionals. So they taped up the passenger side of this windshield where this stunt man's gonna hit it. So here he come around. I think the drunk, the old Bud Tall Boys, he run as fast as that Maverick would go and him get through that corner. And the boy jumped up, and he did hit the windshield, but it's on the wrong side. It's over on the driver's side. The drunk hit the brakes. He slid off the hood like he was supposed to, only he didn't have to act like he was hurt. We broke his leg. So that brings up another story. I'd give him $600. The next night he was going to do a T-bone crash where he just brings a motorcycle down the ramp, runs into the side of a car, throws him up over the car. So I give him $600 in advance, and my wife ate me out for that. So this guy, he could have been on drugs. I'm not sure. And so this is a guy that we broke his leg. So now then, she jumped onto me. She said, well, there went your $600. Well, the guy called me from the hospital. He said, Emmett, we're still going to do that T-bone thing, but he said, this is me coming down there 60 miles an hour, I'm going to have to taper it back to 40. Now then, I'm cocky. I'm just proud they're going to do it. I said, well, why in the world would we need to back it up to 40 miles an hour? Well, he said, my roommate's going to do it, and he's never done it before. He did clear the car. We didn't kill him. And then the next night, he's going to blow himself up the styrofoam box. And I'm down there, and he's getting ready to crawl. This is his roommate again. He's crawling in this box, and he don't have an earplug in. I said, son, don't you have any earplugs? He said, I don't own any. I took my earplugs out and gave it to him. And when that box blowed up, it bounced him about 2 feet in the air. He told his roommate, he said, hey, ever doing that again. Well, now then, the next night is when we have our pace car. And he wants to get his roommate and let him slide through this fire on his belly. They have some name for it. And Norman Martin, my T-shirt guy, sprint car guy, he's the one that drives our pace car. My banker is the one that knew this Ford dealership and got me this new Ford convertible for a pace car. So we're getting ready to go, and we was running a little bit behind. I went over and told the stunt guy, I said, hey, we're going to have to cancel the stunt. We got to get on with the show. Oh, my baby. And I said, no. I said, I'm going to pay you. We just got to go. Well, then they decided to do something on the track. I went over and I said, hey, do your stunt. I said, don't you put very much gasoline out there on that track. He said, got you, boss. I had turned around and was looking at the back straightaway, and all at once I heard these people start booing. I turned around, I couldn't even see the bleachers on the front. It was just black smoke. I think he put diesel.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
5 gallons something out there. Yeah. And then Norman gets in that pace car and he starts dragging him around, and here they come around there and they run through that fire, And the next thing I know, the fairings on the pace car is burning. The back seat was on fire. Norman circles around and comes in the infield, and this is the funniest, if there was anything funny about it. Joe, I just called him Smoking Joe. He was from Dallas. Had long hair, and he had it all in a ponytail with a rubber band. Well, when this thing hit or started, he was sitting on the door. Well, when the fuel got on him and the fire, he dove in the floorboard. So when they got in the infield, he comes crawling out of the floorboard and he dives out of that car. And I guess that fire had burnt the rubber band in two, and he looked like a werewolf coming out. It was kind of funny, but I'll stay down there, and I graded on the racetrack when it was over because I knew my wife was going to be all over me. And then finally, about 30 minutes later, Lanny come down there, motioned for me to come up there. He said, "Oh, he took my ass eating."
Oh,
That ended our stunt day. Well, yeah, I did end it, but that right after that, we went to the Liars Convention in Daytona, and they had me up there talking about something. And here at the front table was Humpy Wheeler.
okay, yep.
I said, "Humpy," I said, "you got two good stunt coordinators right here," but I said, "we just can't afford the plans that we come up with. Man, just give us a call."
Oh man.
But that was, but then Kevin Olson, you know Kevin Olson.
Okay.
Do you know him?
I've heard the name, but
He's the biggest clown. He was the biggest clown in motorsports racing.
okay.
So he had a bunkie. They called him KO, Kevin Olson. So he named his monkey OK. So that's when bungee jumping was real big. Now this is right after we burnt the pace car up. He called me that summer and he said, "Emmett," he said, "I got a trick." He said, "I got a stunt." He said, "We'll just get OK out there and tell him that we trained him all summer long to bungee jump." Then he said, "We'll get us a stuffed monkey, fill him up with food coloring, and we'll take him up in that man lift and tell him how sharp old OK is about bungee jumping, and then let that thing go down there and just splatter on that floor." My wife, she said, "Whoa, this is not going to happen." That is going to be our next stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds like it's a good thing your wife might have been around and rein you boys in a little.
Oh, God, they really ended up in jail.
Oh
Anyway, that's back, we had a lot of fun.
my. Yeah. Oh.
Steve Dixon wants me to ask you about a Jerry Stone.
Well, I think everybody, he's known as Jerry Stone. No, Jerry Stone, I have breakfast with him every Saturday and Sunday morning.
Okay.
And he got inducted, he's getting in the Hall of Fame this year, and I called him when I seen it and told him he is very, very deserving of it. But I raced against Jerry. In fact, he got in the old Fixco car, which was a real, real good, one of the best cars here. And we was talking about it. I got hurt at the end of '79, and they wasn't sure I was going to be able to race to start 1980. And so they had Stone come down there. Well, they built me a new car. So when I figured out I could race, they said, "Well, you just get whichever car you want. We'll put Jerry in the other one." I thought, God dang, I know how the old car works. You hope the new car works better. Anyway, I don't even remember which car I got in. But we go out and run this 50-lap NCRA race. I win it, Jerry runs second. And him running second in the Link car is what got him the ride in the old Fixco car.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Old Fixco was one of the best cars down there.
Yeah. That's great.
So that helped launch his career here in Tulsa.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, we jab each other every morning on the weekend.
You
And
can't.
then I tell you who else was there on the weekend? Jackie Harrison.
Okay.
You guys don't know him, but
Nope.
he was he's a guy in 1970 I got a ride in Dale Torrance's car, and Howerton had been in it. And then Howerton left and went to the Zink car, so then I came in and got in the Torrance car. Well, then when Howerton moved to Indy to run sprint cars up there, then I left the Torrance car and got in the Zink car. So I followed Howerton behind his cars all the way through my career.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did get to race the Zink car the last 10 years that John Zink was in racing.
No.
I think I'd like to come and have breakfast with you guys on a Saturday and
No
Sunday.
kidding,
I think
that
the
would be
stories
awesome.
could be fun.
You'll be educated when you leave. I
Oh, I think I could thoroughly enjoy that.
I got a friend of mine, used to be the flagman at Lawton. He comes up to Chili Bowl. He said, Emmett, he said, that Monday morning breakfast is more fun than the Chili Bowl.
We need to get those guys on the podcast. We love having those older guys on because they tell us the way it is.
I mean, it's a hoot.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine some stories probably.
Absolutely.
So, you could sell tickets to your breakfast probably if you wanted to.
Oh, we could, but then that'd just be more work.
Yeah,
That's
that'd take the fun out of it.
That's right.
I'm trying to retire.
Yeah. Has Flo, with them televising everything, has that really helped you guys out a lot also?
It gives us a lot of exposure. We still, our waiting list for tickets is as long as it's ever been. So it has not hurt us. It just gives us exposure.
Yep.
And that Flo has been good to us. They do a great job of producing the show. And they kind of got I think they have a deal with Fox Sports 1. And I could see one day where the Chili Bowl would be on Fox Sports 1 on
Sure.
the delay.
Sure.
So they've opened some doors for us.
All BS aside, Emmett, the Chili Bowl and the Tulsa Shootout's been on our bucket list to come down to it. And Jody Rosenboom's invited me to go along with him and stuff, and I just don't pull the pin. But after visiting with you, gives me one more reason to come down. I'd love to just come down and shake your hand and say hi.
Yeah.
Because this has been an absolute blast for us.
Well, let me tell you something, and I tell everybody that haven't been to the Chili Bowl, I said, if you ever come one time, you will not miss another one. I'll tell you what it is. It is racing like we used to see 25 years ago.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
She's elbows up and
Pardon me?
it's elbows up and they're getting after it.
Woo-hoo, it's more than elbows up. I'm telling you, it's a war out there.
Yeah. Well, it has to
It's a
be.
war.
I mean, in order to win your heat or whatever,
Yeah.
you got to go. You only got 8 or 10 laps to make it happen.
Yep.
NASCAR was interviewing Christopher Bell one time. I guess he was on a pole or something. They said something about him being nervous. He said, no, nervous is when you're sitting on the ramp at the Chili Bowl in your heat race knowing that you got to get up front.
Yeah, I heard
right.
that. I heard that interview too. That said a lot for your program down there.
I'll tell you what, I remember Roger Penske. We had him as Grand Marshal up here one year, and he said, I had to come up here because he said, when we get to Daytona, he said that all these kids are talking about is Chili Bowl this, Chili Bowl that. And that's a compliment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But I'm afraid we could go on for another couple hours, Emmett, but I know you got plans, so we gotta end her here right shortly.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was thinking if we went over, I could get a little overtime on my pay.
Well, we just might have to do this again sometime.
One thing about it, I can talk.
Yeah,
That's what we like.
That's what,
People don't come on this show to listen to me and Bud talk.
No, absolutely not. So, and
If you come down here, I've got a big thing that I'm going to release late on January the 6th, a deal that means a whole lot to me. And I can't release it till the 6th of January, but I'd like for you to be here where I can tell you about it.
Yep.
Well, we'd love to be there. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I might make it. Bud, maybe not. He's got a job where he's got to teach, and he don't get off work. But
Dang, don't tell me I'm talking to somebody that's got a real job.
I'm just a PE teacher, so if you consider that a real job, but unfortunately, it's hard to get away.
Well, I want to tell you what, a real job is when they tell you what time you got to get there, how long you can take off for lunch, and when you can quit.
well,
That's
damn it,
right.
then I got one of them.
Yeah, that's been my goal in life, is to never have a real job again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't blame you a bit, because
Yeah.
I am looking forward to being done with mine.
Well, Emmett, we so thank you for this. We're just a couple knuckleheads up here in Northwest Iowa, and we really appreciate your time. We love trying to help promote the Shootout and Chili Bowl, which we don't need to help because it's all
Yep.
there. So,
You can't ever get enough, can never get enough exposure. If you guys will come down, I'll get you over there on the VIP list. You'll be under Crummy and Dummy.
There you go.
There you go.
Fits us perfect. I think this is my new
All right.
favorite. Go ahead.
that's a perfect name for us.
Yeah, yep.
I just enjoy life, boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take the dummy part. But I think this is my new favorite episode, Emmett. This has been a real blast.
Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me and help us promote our races.
All right.
Thanks again
You have a
for
great
coming
night.
on, Emmett.
All right, thank you.
Yep,
You
bye
bet.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Don't forget to go shut us off, bud. We're still live.
Well, I know that. I was just
Okay.
gonna see if I could call Jody quick. See if I could talk to him for 15, and we'll just keep it live.
Okay, we can do that.
Let me label this though.
And we'll just keep going. We're gonna have like a long show for us.
We'll just keep it more like
Chili
snow-
Bowl show. Although we didn't talk a whole lot about the Chili Bowl. That was a great show though. God, he was fun. That was a good one, bud. You did good on that one.
I'm just gonna call Jody and see what happens.
Okay.
I don't think he'll care.
He probably won't care.
I don't know if he's busy, but
Yeah, it's gotta be. Well, he's working on cars by now. Probably he's done with his day job. We'll see
we'll see.
if he answers.
If he doesn't answer, then
We'll end the show and call him back later.
Yep.
But I don't even know. I think he's got 5 cars going this year again, maybe 6. I don't even know.
don't know.
Guess we'll
He'll be
find.
right with you.
Oh, he'll be right with us. Sounds like the boy answered.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
How's Reagan doing?
Good.
Good. You ready to go racing again this summer?
Yeah.
hey, you gonna race Tulsa Shootout next year?
Yeah.
This is Rosie's kid, right?
Yep.
So yeah. By the way, you're on live. Just
Yeah,
so you know
you're
that.
on live. You're on Facebook Live right now, buddy.
Okay.
So we're
So-
gonna hold you to that you're going down next year.
Yeah.
What class will you be running next year?
Restricted.
Restricted winged. All right. That's awesome. Are you really looking forward to that? Is that on your bucket list?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So how'd your summer go this year?
Good.
Did you have any wins?
Yeah. 15.
15. Hopefully you raced more than 15 times, though you didn't win every race, did you?
No.
Jeez, where are you putting all these trophies?
In the shop and in my room.
You have to start hiding some of Dad's in the closet to make room for yours. What do you mean, yeah? He won't care.
I was thinking he was making fun of his dad there, like, he doesn't have any.
Oh,
I don't know. Is that where you're going with that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
I think Dad's got a few trophies in the shop from the
Yeah,
last time I was
absolutely.
there, but.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but most of them are mine.
Oh.
No.
What race was your favorite this year that you won?
Probably when over a span of 3 days, I won 8 out of 10 races.
Oh.
Whew. Where the heck were you at for 3 days? Was it the same track or did you go to 3 different tracks?
Same track in University Plains in Brookings, South Dakota.
Oh, yep.
That's awesome. That's
8 out of
awesome.
10 races. That's a pretty good weekend. I don't think your dad probably never raced 10 races in one weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got all the cars ready for the Chili Bowl yet or not?
No.
No.
You've been
Well,
slacking
what
or
are you
what?
doing?
You've been
Talking-
going to school or?
We just raced Saturday night. Actually going to pick one up from Brett Height Traders. Had to have a little welding done on one, and Kale's washing Frank's car right now. So yeah, no, getting everything done after the DeCoin race now. So
Yeah. Hey, Jody,
we back ourselves up a little bit.
hold on one sec. We got we kept our Facebook Live on after Emmett,
So you're following up Emmett, and that's a tough act to follow. I ain't gonna lie to you.
and we got like 10 minutes, so we thought we would just give you a quick call. I'm gonna start the podcast part of it again, just so you know. But we're on Facebook Live, just so you know. We're all live before you say something you didn't want to say. So.
No, I figured.
All right, so here we go. All right, we're back at Hoagie's Garage, and we have Jody Rosenboom. If you were watching Facebook Live a little bit ago, we just had his son on for a little bit. It was fun talking with him.
The Keith Coons of Northwest Iowa, as I call him.
The
just to
Keith
tease him.
Coons of Northwest Iowa.
I tease him a little bit that way.
So, what do y'all got going on this year for the Chili Bowl?
Oh, we got. I'm really happy with our lineup. We had 4 of them running this weekend in DeCoin, and it went really, really well. All 4 cars made the A features, so that was great. And got Frank back again. Frank Flood.
Yep.
He was our A feature guy last year, so we'll get. Hopefully we can repeat. We'll see what happens there, right?
That would be amazing.
And then actually, Jonathan Beeson is in one of my cars this year instead of his own, which he was an A feature car last year. So we got 2 guys that are, proven, got a lot of laps,
Yep.
really good drivers that I'm really happy with. Then we brought in Wout Hoffmans, kid from the Netherlands. He ran this weekend in DeCoin too, did a great job. Showed a lot of speed, really, really amped about him. And Cole Vanderheiden ran this weekend too. The kid out of Nebraska runs 305 stuff in the area,
Yep.
And he looked really good. Had a solid showing. Time good. Heat race good. Got a guy spin in front of him in the feature. Otherwise, he had a solid night. Casey Fredrickson. It's his car. I just take care of it for him. But he was, he's part of our Chili Bowl camp, and he made the show and was up from the B from like the 10th or 12th, and then he ended up pulling off. And I think mostly just because he didn't want to take a chance of wrecking anything there.
Sure.
He knew his car was good. Knew he was getting better every lap. So I think he instead of pushing it a little too hard, I think he kind of just changed his mind and pulled in and decided to save her for the Chili Bowl, and then get Ty Wilkie back, which Ty's been with me for years.
Yep.
Another 305 kid, obviously from the area.
Yep.
Well, he's from northern Minnesota, but great kid. Worked with him a lot. Really enjoy him. And then we're actually another new one this year, Blaine Baxter from Texas. He's a 16-year-old kid from Texas that's going to join us this year. That actually was just a new addition, kind of over the weekend.
Okay.
Really?
To take on. So, yeah, gotta have 7 cars in competition this year, which Beesons kind of do their own deal. I kind of just step back and let them
Sure.
do their thing. They're proven that him and his guys kind of know what they want in their program. So, but the rest of it, and then Frank is kind of a little bit, we run Frank's deal, but he kind of knows what he wants to feel, and we work with him. And so those 2 are pretty simple, I guess is a good way to put it.
Yep.
And then the rest of the guys, you just try to give them the best possible thing you can give them, and hopefully they progress and come along as we go. And but like Wout's got some midget experience and pretty amped about him. And Cole, Cole last year was running toward the front of his qualifying A feature until the motor blew up when the car he was in last year. So pretty pumped about him. And Ty obviously been with me before, kind of know how he is and everything. So
Yeah.
he'll be good.
And then the Baxter kids ran some 410 sprint car stuff and some things down south, and it's been solid. So I'm really excited about our lineup this year. I think we're going to be sitting pretty good. It really. I know you say it every year that you have high hopes and whatever.
Yep.
In a second, but I really feel like we have our best. We've always had pretty good guys, obviously.
Yep.
Great potential, but not a lot of midget time.
Yep.
I think we have our most amount of midget experience this year.
Yep.
Which I think will help a lot. And then I think those guys, like Frank just getting better, Jonathan around and everything, it's just going to help the other guys out a ton because, you got kind of built-in coaches.
Yep.
So to speak at that point. So.
Agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and like you said, you're going down there with high hopes, so you can't go down there planning on running the I on Saturday. You want to,
No,
then why go?
Yeah.
No, that's a fact. So, in all reality, and obviously things have to go. There's a lot of luck and a lot of everything involved in this deal. But with the lineup we have, there's a lot of solid potential to have almost everybody pretty late in the day Saturday.
Yep.
Pretty excited about that. I feel pretty optimistic that we could be there. So Now all we got to do is hopefully it plays out the way we got in our heads, right?
Yeah.
Because it does that.
You have like 7 cars. Who has more than you?
Keith will have more than me there, obviously.
I think he's down to 12 this year.
I've never looked. I think Chad Boat usually is in about the same.
Yeah.
I don't know how many he has this year. I haven't really paid attention. We've been so busy trying to get it done. I honestly haven't really even fumbled through the entry list yet.
But the only reason I say that is it's really cool that, you're right up here, Rock Rapids, Iowa, Edna, Iowa, and you're taking on the big boys and you're running right with them.
And we get to come to your shop when we want to. That's what's even cooler for us. So
come look at stuff anytime you want.
You got to bring supper though.
I'm not on the Toyota program. We're still running S-Slingers. And S-Slinger, I got Brian and everybody involved with S-Slinger. They help us a lot. Like the motor that's actually going to be in Jonathan Beeson's car is going to be the newest, latest, greatest rendition of their BB7. So we really get a lot of support and the guys at Spike, we got some Spike cars, and Derek at Spike has been great. I got a couple Triple X cars, they've been great. So just all the help we've gotten over the years. Mike Sure with SBS and all of our shocks. Mike is fantastic, but then like Jonathan prefers advanced shocks. Well, Corey Phillip at Advanced is I've known him for a long time, and he's a good friend with my dad. He's just a great human being, So we've surrounded ourselves too with so many really quality, top tier manufacturers and people that it helps.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I ain't saying it does things for you, but you've got so much feedback and so much help from these really great people. And then I've kind of grown to like a lot of these Oklahoma micro guys, man. And while it's been, he's from the Netherlands, but he's been racing micros in Oklahoma, and Beeson, micro and Oklahoma guy, Frank, micro and Oklahoma guy. Those guys they take to midgets, and they're competitive, and they're hard racers, and they're talented guys. They're running against the best every weekend when they race down there. So you can't take a lap off, and you never get complacent. I think pulling a lot of your talent pool out of that. Well, Christopher Pella, Oklahoma micro kid.
Yeah.
So I think we're getting things in the right direction for really, really having a heck of a run.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Obviously, we've been watching Australia now and stuff like that. So, but the racing fix needs to be put back in us again. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh, 100%. And that the Chili Bowl anymore. It used to be that was kind of the thing to do for a little bit, but in all honesty, right now there is hardly any off season anymore. You get Chili Bowl, and 2 weeks later, Florida's going.
Yep. And you were just at DeCoin last weekend,
and at DeCoin. So and then there's some. Regan and I went racing with the go kart stuff a while here, not a month ago, a little over. So we we have had absolutely positively no off season.
Well, then you got to throw the Tulsa Shootout in next year, the way it sounds, according to Reagan.
Yeah. Actually, he and I, as long as we have everything ready, which we should. I mean, we're sitting pretty good with everything right now. He and I are going to go down for Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Just to kind of be around Frank and Wout's racing and Jonathan racing, Jonathan's boys racing. There's a lot of people that are in our. What's that? Okay. So I mean and Johnny Bolin, he's been helping me a bunch, talking to him a bunch. He's a micro guy, and he's kind of taking care of Wout. So we got, he'll be down helping us, and he's super micro racer and just a great chassis guy. I mean, like I said, I'm excited, and I know Regan's excited to go and see the shootout. And I've been there before, but he's not. So at least going to see it before you race it, I think he'll enjoy that.
Well, Emmett Hahn told us if you come down once, you'll come every year after that. So you might as well just keep some fuel in the pickup.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the problem. If you do I promise you with the Chili Bowl, after you go one time, you'll never miss.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we just wanted to give you a quick chat. I think it's important for people in Northwest Iowa to know who you have kind of racing, so we know who to watch. And it's just really cool. And thanks for your time, Jody.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, no, it's amazing how many people message or stop me and ask about it, and they know that we've gotten kind of big into this deal, that, it's pretty neat. It's really cool to know that the community does kind of follow some of this stuff, even though it's not local.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll have to put in a good word for us with Wout and with the Baxter boys. I think that's the only two we haven't had on that are in your fleet this year. The rest have been on our show, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you had Jonathan on already too?
I think we did, didn't we?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You
should know,
asked
Jody. We don't know. All right.
We've done more than.
If you want any of them, you just gotta let me know. I can get you in touch with them. They're just. I don't know the boy. I don't know the boy real well, Baxter boy, but I know his dad, and he's a great guy. I mean, good family. So.
We've done more than 10 shows, so they're all getting jumbled in my head, Jody.
All right. Thanks
Good
again,
luck, Jody.
Thanks, gentlemen.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
We just rolling right into the next one then?
Yeah.
All right.
Calling Landon. That's got to label this.
Well, you should call him, and then he'll answer while you're labeling.
I can't do two things.
You can't do two things at once, bud. My wife tells me that I'm no good at it either. I can't argue with her either. So now you're calling Landon Brooks, right?
Yep.
This is
I believe he got 5th in the A last year in the Chili Bowl.
at the Chili Bowl.
Yep. We'll see if he can break away from work.
Yeah. He's in California, right?
No. Yeah, California.
Yeah.
So,
You said it was 2 hours, so he's at work. So we'll see. Maybe he's busy. We may have to take a break, bud, and get a Pepsi. Eat some more rainbow nut butter, because we opened them last week.
Hello?
Oh,
Landon.
He came on.
How's it going?
good. Just so you know, we kept our Facebook Live thing running, so I haven't hit record on my podcast. But before you say anything, I just wanted to let you know that we're live.
So you're following up Emmett Hahn and Jody Rosenboom.
Yeah. So,
Perfect.
all right. So I'm gonna start the actual podcast here. All right, we're back at Hoagie's Garage, and now we're going all the way, I assume, out west to California with Landon Brooks. Is that right, Landon?
Yep, California, Yuba City, California, just kind of a smaller little town right by Sacramento. So.
Yeah.
Small. Okay, I have to ask. Everybody says smaller little town. How it's the population?
So I grew up in Yuba City, but I really live in Rio Oso, is what it's called now. And we have like a little church, a high school, an elementary school, and then there's like one restaurant. I honestly couldn't tell you the population. But
Okay.
It's pretty small.
That's pretty small.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah.
Ours is 250 people.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe we're tiny.
Yeah. Maybe a little more than that.
So a few years ago, we had you, I can't keep you away from work, but I want to give a quick little rundown. A few years ago, you came up to Huset's I think kind of in your own car, and then you switched in your racing for who now?
Well, so that was actually not my own car when I was there. It was Shane and Ruby's
Okay.
45 car.
That's right.
Yeah, and then now I'm driving for Roger and Lori Hamilton, Hamilton Racing. They're a team out here in California, and you know we race 410 and 360 out here. So yeah, that's what I did last year, and then we're going to continue that this year.
Okay, perfect.
They just teamed up with Tyner-Hurst Enterprises, so it's going to be a Hamilton Racing plus Tyner-Hurst Enterprises this year. So I'm really looking forward to it.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Hurst, I've heard that name before mentioned in the racing
Absolutely.
world.
Yeah, in 2023, I drove for them. We ran a bunch of 360 stuff, and that's when I won the speed week and won like five races that year. And it was a pretty good year for me. And then that's when I got the deal with Rooster to go run Houston, and we did a lot of stuff back east.
Yep.
Sure.
Awesome.
Anyways, to keep in line with what this whole podcast or Facebook Live's been, is the Chili Bowl. You ran that last year, we know, and you did rather well, if I remember.
Yeah. No, I was super happy with our prelim night. I was honestly happier with Saturday just because I didn't know how I was going to line up, you know, with Kyle and Shane and all them. Like I felt like our speed was good, but I just didn't know how it'd be. And then Saturday I felt like we did well. I was a little disappointed with the ending, and because I ran podium and I was right there with Jason there for a little while. So I was a little disappointed to finish fifth, but no, it was a really good year for the whole Mountain racing team and all of us. So
Yeah. What's your plans this year? Are you going to the Tulsa Shootout at all, or just the Chili Bowl?
no, just the Chili Bowl. Same deal with Matt, Shane, and all of them. So I really enjoyed racing with them, and just always have a really fun time during that week that we all of our sprint car guys from California get to go race midgets. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you know which night's your qualifying night?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm in the Race of Champions now too. So we'll run Race of Champions Monday, so that'll be nice to get some extra laps.
Sure.
Just because you don't get very many laps in the expo, so it's always good to get extra
Yeah,
laps.
if you can sneak in an extra 20 laps or whatever that Race of Champions is, that sure won't hurt nothing.
No.
Especially before your qualifying night.
Yeah, right before, it's nice. Yeah, we'll get to practice. We'll essentially get like 3 days in a row. Get to practice, Sunday, and then race of Champions Monday, prelim Tuesday, so it'll be good.
How many years have you been going to the Chili Bowl?
This last year was my third year, so this will be my fourth year.
So third year, top 5. I'd call that pretty impressive.
How'd you do your first 2 years?
My first year, I want to say I ended up in like the C main on Saturday. I was real good. I was leading my qualifier on my prelim when I spun out on my own, so that hurt me big time. And then the year after that was the first year with Matt and Shane, and I think I was like one or two spots out of the feature in the B on Saturday. So
Okay.
still not a bad year. We definitely learned a lot by the end of it. So I was looking forward to coming back last year, and I felt like it kind of showed just getting 1 year under our belt.
Well, I'm thinking you got C, B, A. I'm thinking we should be shooting for at least a podium this year. Just saying.
Yeah, I hope so.
I was just gonna say, if I was a fantasy guy, he'd be one of my picks. I
Yeah,
think.
he's been improving every year, so.
Yeah.
What's the best part of going to the Chili Bowl? What do you look forward to the most?
Honestly, like the people like Shane and Matt, just to be able to spend the whole week with them, it's really fun. And racing with Ryan and Colby and Darren, and we'll have Austin Wood now this year. He's a really really good young kid and works really hard. So it's just a fun week to go do something like not normal compared to what we normally do out here. So it just always look forward to something different. And, kind of just the challenge of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like we said to Jody earlier, we had him on just before you. You get your racing fix in the middle of the winter that way.
Yeah. Yep. No, you do for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Do you ever think of going to like Australia or anything like that?
A little bit. But I feel like the only way I would do it is if I went for like a month, something like that. I don't know if I would just go for like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it takes forever to get there. You might as well
Yeah,
enjoy
might
it
as well
if you're
stay there
there,
a
right?
while.
Oh yeah. Yep, that flight.
Well, you got a day job because we interrupted your work to get this, so you might have to save up your vacation to go for a month.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You bet. So you talked about the changes for this coming year. Is there anything else new coming in the future?
No, we'll run quite a few more races. I feel like this year I'll probably have the most races I've ever ran in a sprint car this year. So looking forward to that. And obviously getting back with Steven and Kyle, I feel like we all grew really well together, and it's just really fun racing with them. So just really looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting the season started.
Any chance of being back in the Midwest at all?
I don't think so this year. I think we're going to try to chase the NARC points. So it kind of just maybe depends on how we're running and things like that. But
Sure.
I don't foresee it this year. Maybe the year after. I know we've talked about it. But I don't really foresee it this year.
You bet. Is the NARC schedule out?
It's not out yet. No.
Okay. Everybody
I
in
don't know what they're waiting on, but I haven't seen it yet.
I think everybody in the West Coast is kind of, I think all the tracks are trying to work with NARC, and
Yeah.
it's been a little interesting from what I hear.
Hopefully they're all trying to work together.
Yeah, hopefully. We need it. We need
Yep.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason for them to fight about stuff. So,
No.
yeah. Well, Landon, we know we called you right in the middle of work. You're probably taking a little break for us. So we really appreciate your time. We wish you the best at the Chili Bowl. And, we hopefully you can just go win the dang thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be cool for sure. But it's definitely going to be hard to top last year just with the whole team performance. But we're definitely going to try our best for sure.
All right.
Sounds
All right.
great. Well, good luck to the Chili Bowl and this summer.
All right. Thank you guys for having me on.
Hey,
All
no
right.
problem. Take care, Landon.
All right.
Bye-bye. Is that the last one you got lined up, bud?
Yep.
Okay. Then we should be good.
What a show, Tom.
What?